So tighten. Hello.
How are you this morning?
Good, and you?
Why is there so many flights?
Always.
I haven't actually, but it's dry, so it doesn't wet.
Yeah.
You want to color something?
Pardon?
You need to put it in our fridge.
Are those all the shirts?
Yeah. They're for the kids.
Oh, okay. Good.
You know, he asked me now, what's your size? What's your size? I was like, I don't know.
So you see, you look a lot different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Up 150 and 74, yeah.
But then he's qualified, no?
Yeah.
So 115.74.
Yeah.
Got it written down for you already.
Oh, wow. What a
Thank
champ.
you.
Just send it to you that qualifying times, but I'll come and get it now.
God, you're a
so
star.
where it's non-applicable, but I'm going to take it now, so you've got to write it down. So non-applicable means that it's not a Paralympic event.
Yeah.
Everywhere there's times that is a Paralympic event,
Okay.
and that's a qualifier.
Fire, yes.
With the
So werk jy nou?
backstroke, it's only caps. That's got a 107. Everybody, there's no other 50s.
Okay.
My link
She's
is
not
good.
really in.
God, you're amazing.
So
It's
she's
a
in.
receiving video and it's good, but he says the receiving
The commentator.
is it on the other side.
No, but you're
Yeah.
joining, but it's going to be three of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but Chad will be here for the. I'll be here for the backstroke. Chad will be here for the breaststroke.
Cool.
Because he's tapping for Nathan, and I'm doing holding for Cat.
Okay, cool.
We'll call you when we need you. Don't worry. You got
you.
this.
Write
You got
it down
this.
because
I
I need
am.
Thanks, Leon.
Such a beat that
Yeah, fucking lacquer.
I asked him and he's like, I don't know what the time is. I was like, dude, it's your swimmer. I was like, dude, what the like, am I missing something?
Ja, sy transmitter is aan.
Did you know that these make great trays to eat food with as well? Just look at that laptop.
I don't know if I want to.
Werkkamera 1 nou.
Is that a reflection of...
No. Look at this thing. It's state of the art. Absolutely beautiful.
Ja, okay. Die link werk. Ja, maar sal weer kyk.
Thank you. Do. Good morning.
But that's not what he said.
Pardon?
No, what he told me
Oh, they're
that
different.
3 and 4 are qualifying. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, we'll take you. Okay, one.
Literally just suspended like 10 minutes ago.
Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is Crystal's
Kyk
mic.
video. Kyk.
Is crystal clear? It's crystal clear. Oh, good.
I don't know.
On a Tuesday morning, I just looked at you. We're just chatting. Oh, 200 fly. That's perfect. Let's go for it. I knew that I would have shaved. I thought I was just going to be behind the mic.
Can I get your sense of what yesterday was like? I'll just mention Erin setting her essay
South
record.
African record in the 50 fly.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then I guess that's like touching on this, like the strength of the women in
In the 50 brace shake.
right now.
Yeah, the 30.07 was 08. Yeah, much better.
Let me try that.
That's right.
It's my good side.
Missing my patches, that's fine. So that's, there we go. I said if I knew that I would have shaved this morning. So I've got my shaver here. I'll shave tomorrow.
You can change your look up.
Yeah.
Like, who's this guy?
This is for my recent photos. I always have a big beard or no beard or stubble, and then I look at it and I've been called out a few times. So, yeah. I like to change it.
Welcome to day 2. We are here at Newton Park swimming pool for another day of intense national action. Theo Castella's right next to me. Even more. Okay, sure. Hello, hello, hello. And do you want from Theo as well, or?
Hi, 1, 2, 3, testing. Does that good? Okay. Cool.
Probably around like midnight-ish.
Is that standard?
Yeah. And you?
5 meters.
Everyone can still hold his wings from
Welcome to day 2 of the SA National Swimming Championships. So we are here at Newton Swimming Pool, just looking forward to a day that promises so much. After day 1, where we saw a South African record from Erin Gallagher in that very first event and that first final that we were treated to. There is so much to look forward to come day 2. Got a few high-profile names, if you think of some South African and African record holders in the form of Sadi. There's also a world champion there, Kat Swanepoel. That is 2 of the swimmers to look out for, because para events come into the fore as well. And there's also the big name of Chad Leclerc. With me, Theo Pasteur, who is the head of para swimming for South Africa, and we've got 20 plus athletes who are taking center stage for these nationals. Theo, how excited are you for the prospect of the talent?
Yeah, the guys are very excited. It's first day of competition in a wet and rainy Port Elizabeth, but the guys have now arrived. We're looking forward to breaking the ice, and I think we're going to have some really good swims.
You know, we get here at about 9 o'clock in the morning, just in time for us to be on air with you for the first swims. But what's the life of a coach like? What is your daily when you are here at Nationals? What time do you start?
Yeah, we start nice and early with warm-ups, making sure that all the swimmers are prepped. And then we start just prepping for the races and making sure that everybody knows what they need to do. And also just going through strategies, because everything is about strategies, and just making sure that the athletes are comfortable and ready to go.
What's that phrase? Thank you for your service. I'll say that. Okay, your highlight of day 1.
Highlight of day 1, definitely Erin Gallagher. That 50 butterfly, South African record, phenomenal swim. She's looking in great shape. And then obviously Tatiana, she's looking in such good shape, going a low 30 that she hasn't done before. I think that's something that we're looking forward to, that 100 and 200 right now. I really think she's going to swim well.
And just from a swimming perspective, when you look at the distance of 50 meters, it gives a good sense, I guess, for a coach as well as for a swimmer as to their pace and what we can predict for the rest of nationals.
Yeah, I think, looking at Tatiana, having the front end speed is definitely going to play into her strong book, because obviously her strong point is a 200. But she's definitely going to show the rest of the world what she can do on the 100 as well. So that front end speed on the 50 meters is going to be key.
So Chad Leclerc, he's on the cards for us this morning. Such a fighter. He is what we would call a never say die gladiator out there in the pool, and he loves to compete, which is what we love to see. Who is Chad in 2024?
Well, Chad is 2.0, so he's working really hard. From what I understand, he's still in heavy training, and he's here to compete, show the world, get the fans hyped up for Olympics. And I think that is very important, that a high-profile name like that comes to these nationals and actually participate and show the rest of the world what we are all about here in South Africa.
The heats today start off with the 100 free, but while we're talking about that, they end off with, of course, an athlete that we love to see in action, Kat Swanepoel, one of your swimmers. What can we expect from Kat these nationals?
Yeah, I think Kat is in really good shape. We're here racing, and then within 3 days after nationals, we are going over to European champs. So this is the first time that we're doing back-to-back racing, and we want to make sure that we get everything sorted out. This is all preparation for Paralympics and making sure that we're in the best shape possible to go and make South Africa proud. But she's definitely going to bring it. I know that she can and she will. We're starting off with one of her not-so-favorite races, 50 breaststroke. But I think we can look out that she gets her MQS time this morning already.
so much to look forward to. Theo, we're going to let you go and just take care of your swimmers, but we'll catch up with you as the nationals continue. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's now join our commentary team as the heats begin on day 2.
Thank you very much, Crystal Arnold, there for Stare. Great to see them in action. Great to see Theo. We'll be keeping a close eye on proceedings over the course of today, as will we. And with me once again in commentary, good morning, Chanel from Bay.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Excellent, thank you. Currently watching the first heat of the women's 100-meter freestyle. 3 swimmers in action right now. Currently in the second and final lap, it is Madison du Plessis, Bean Swanepoel, and Sophie Smith. And leading the way over in lane 3, it is Madison du Plessis from the Free State. And it's going to be a battle for second, but no question as to who captures top spot in this heat. It is Madison du Plessis doing the business and finishing ahead of Smith and Swanepoel. Yeah, an extremely exciting first day's action yesterday, Chanel.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Erin Gallagher starting us off with that new SA record. Smiles all around. Tatiana swimming in fastest time in 4 years. So, wow, ladies are on fire.
Yeah, they certainly are as we get ready for the second of 16 heats. It's amazing how yesterday we spoke about if you focus on longer events, you're probably going to go up against fewer swimmers. If you're going to focus on 100 freestyle, there's many to overcome.
Definitely. As you can see with the program today, ladies are starting us off with 16 heats and gents 20 heats.
Wow. So plenty of freestyle to look forward to today. That one of 2. Currently in action, Bailey, Hebler, Clutty, Collett, Olivier, Banza, and Formalen.
Yes, just looking at this morning's program, we have quite a action-packed lineup, starting with the 100 freestyle. Then we're going into a few multi-class events, 100 backstrokes, ladies and gents 200 fly. And yes, as we just heard from Coach Theo Fistier, finishing with Kat Swanepoel at 50 breaststroke.
And I tell you what, we've got a battle on our hands right now between lanes 7 and 2. Hebler and Thormelin, and it is Thormelin going through to capture the victory. 101.51 swimming out of Tshwane. Second going the way of Hebler. On third spot, captured by Chloe Willifier. When we speak about Olympic qualifiers, 5.361 is that time. But the SA record held by Erin Gallagher, who of course grabbed another record yesterday, which was amazingly done. Heat 3, Rigby, De Bruyn, King, Mol, De Jager, Webster, De Villiers, and Novello. And Simone Mol, bronze medalist yesterday evening.
Yes, in the 800 freestyle, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure she's going to be very happy only to be doing 2 lengths of the pool today instead of 16.
You just joined us. It is day 2 of the SA Nationals taking place at Newton Park Swimming Pool in Gqeberha. And the atmosphere is electric. Fans already filling the stands. If you're in the area, make sure to get here. In the company of Swimming Royalty. Leading the way in lane 4, Simone Mol. Looking very strong is Mol, fresh from that bronze yesterday evening. And whatever she can do in the 800, she can do just as well in the 100. Simone Mol pushing her way to victory. Give me a tight finish for second. Not too tight though, because over in lane 8, Novello grabbing the win. Congratulations, Simone Mol. Utah Novello grabbing second, and Hannah Rigby with the third. 101.29 for Simone. 4 of 16 now. Sophie Vickers, Vaneski Steenkamp, Julie Landman, Mia van der Walt, Melissa Kuhn, Sine van Jaarsveld, Caitlin Veree, and Hannah Nielsen.
Yeah, so yesterday we started off with the Dash for Cash events, so now we're going into a little bit of the longer things.
Well, we spoke about the amount of 100s. And it's just 100 after 100 after 100. This carries on, and it is a great race. Making the turn. So excellent pushing over in lane 3. Mishka King looking strong. Diaka looking to take the lead, and it looks like Diaka has gone in front, and she has. And this is a fantastic finish from Diaka, and she grabs first place. I'll say Diaka. I'd say Melissa Kuhn, a fantastic win for her. Melissa Kuhn with the victory from the Western Cape. Just 16 years of age, grabbing victory. Moving over to Heat 5. Van Rooyen, Kuhn, Johnson, Hartman, Buitendach, Markroff, Day, and Hayes. Great to see a Zimbabwean in action. Plenty of foreigners present today, as in non-South Africans. And a couple of Indian competitors here doing very well yesterday. But Alexis Johnson in lane 3 from Zimbabwe, just 14 years of age.
Yes, I'm sure it's great for her to be here. All of these up-and-coming athletes, and also just the experience.
Oh.
What channel are you people on?
So great swimming up front. On to lane 3. That's a very strong swim from Alexis Johnson. And going through, and it is the Zimbabwean, Alexis Johnson, 101.97 for the lady from Zimbabwe. Nicola Hartman taking second spot. Third going the way of Anja Buitendach.
All of these ladies really gunning for spots in that final for tonight.
Yeah, just a reminder of how things work every day. Heats in the morning and finals in the evening. Broadcast beginning at 5:45. The action getting underway at 6 p.m. Those are the big ones. As we move over now to the 6th heat of the morning. Women's 100 free. Dubel, Combrick, Jacobs, Michelle, Hulst, Van der Pfeiffer, Mostert, and Meyer.
Looks like Michaela taking us out there, and it's 29:34. Looking very smooth over the first 15.
Michaela looking very strong. And this is a tremendous swim from her over in lane 5, but pushing hard next to her, Nicola Hartman. But Michaela holding on. And Phil's grabbing the victory.
A minute .95. I'm sure she's going to be very happy with that swim.
And Michaela Kulst coming from KZN, finishing ahead of Karina Meyer at Emma Michelle with third spot. Time for heat 7. And they are away. Kirsten Storm, Grace Powell, Matilda Liebenberg, Grace de Jong, Vandri Knutzer, Chloe LaRue, Ruth Dredge, and Megan Shepherd. Quick start there from Dredge. Also looking good. Grace Powell.
We have the men 100 free coming up later. I see there's an open lane, and we can put you in there if you'd like.
Oh, I can't wait.
You were saying you enjoy the freestyle, so why not?
As long as it's the very first heat. At least give me some sort of a chance. I mean, I'll still finish stone last. Kirsten Storm
With 15 meters to go.
storming a well over in lane 1. Oh, this is going to be a tight finish. And pushing on is Grace Powell. Grace Powell looking
Grace
good.
coming back.
And here we go. Lane 4 could have. Oh, Grace Powell just pipped to the post by Grace de Jong. A battle of the Graces. Grace de Jong from Western Cape, 101.30. Just edging out her namesake, Grace Powell. And Ruth Dredge with third position.
Moving on to Heat 8. Clausen, Palmer, Spies, White, Ribeiro, Ferreira, Labuschagne, and Hartman. And the ladies off.
A couple of Eastern Cape swimmers in the mix, including Gemma Spies, just 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible. Over in lane 3. It's amazing to think. You look at the ages. Over in lane 5, you've got Nuria Ribeiro out of the Western Cape, 21. And she's 9 years Spies is senior.
Yes, it's incredible. I was also 12 years old at my first senior national event.
That's incredible. I was also 12 years old once. Pretty much all I achieved when I was 12. I just existed. Definitely wasn't swimming nationals. Very good swim out in lane 1.
LMA.
LMA class. Lane 8 looking good. Ooh, and it is LMA. Claassen. 101.20. Kamya Hartman. Amazing to see the two outside lanes grabbing 1 and 2. And Emily Palmer finishing third. The last of our single figure heats. Heat 9. Kayla Khoos, Monica Buerta, Ashley Scotts, Simay van Staden, Couture van Nikak, Rosal van Jaarsveld, Kelly Swart, and Blake Morris. Another extremely young swimmer, 13 years old, over in lane 5, Couture. Can you remember how you did in that event when you were 12 years old?
I think it was more just about the experience.
Yeah.
Coming to a senior national event, just going out there, having fun, and seeing what senior national was about. Because obviously I was still a junior back then, so just being able to race all the top athletes in the world. And when you come to seniors, age is just a number. It's all about the time.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a nice swim here from Van Jaarsveld, cruising to victory. Rosal van Jaarsveld, 58.18. I think that's the first swimmer so far that we've seen dip under the 1 minute mark. And very well done, finishing ahead of Khoos. And so Nathan started capturing third. So
My lap so it's dry. You're good.
So Chanel, you say it was about getting experience, but I mean, did you feel that intimidation?
No,
Being
not
so
at all.
young? Not at all.
Not at all, no.
It's incredible.
I was here to have fun. There was no expectation. Your first national, yeah, it's just about having fun, learning, growing, and then obviously the next year, yes, obviously you're taking it seriously, but the next year the goal was to make a final, and then obviously the third year to medal.
Yeah. And that's exactly why you did exactly that. Heat 10 now. Into double figures. Lambert, Koos, Nessa, Hansen, Rodemakers, Fanikak, Kromhout, and Matthews. Jade Nessa also swimming very well yesterday. Looking good out in lane 1 is Bailey Lambert.
Also Hannah Kromhout coming back strong in lane 7.
Oh, and yeah, Kromhout doing the job. Wow. That was a nice finish from her. 1:00.64 for Kromhout. Hudson grabbing second spot. And Lambert, after holding the lead for much of that race, finishing third. Heat 11. Alexia McCabe, Zandri Fourie, Annika Helmant, Jessica Baker, Anya Fanas, Scarlett LaRue, Jessie Lee Larash, and Lee Christie. At the turn, and Zandri Fourie leading the way, just ahead of Helmant. Baker in second position.
All the ladies turning pretty equally.
They're almost featuring a straight line of swimmers. Definitely one of the tightest battles we've had so far amongst all of the competitors. Gee, there really is nothing to choose between them, but it is lane 4 and 2 leading the way for now.
And lane 4 starting to pull away.
And she certainly does. Jessica Baker grabbing the win. Another swimmer to dip below that 1 minute mark. 5:9.51 for her. And Jessica Baker swimming out of Johannesburg. Ladera grabbing second. Anya Fanas with that third spot.
A swimmer from Zimbabwe.
Amazing how quickly we go through these races. Already on number 12, there's 5 to go in the heats of the women's 100 free. Nodes, Mikla, De Villiers, Noblash, Venke Maritz, Vaduya, and Burgess. And majority of these athletes, I think seeding times are below that 1 minute mark. So things starting to get decidedly quicker amongst the swimmers.
Getting into the business end of things.
There we go. First at the turn, Dylan Venke. Slightly ahead of Carla Mikla. De Villiers holding on to third for now. Venke still slightly in front. And Noblash coming through hard. Venke holding on. And Venke pulls away, and that is a tremendous swim. And Juliana Venke, 58.58. That's not bad at all.
Very happy with that.
Wow. And Venke, the 14-year-old, from Karting,
That's our
finishing ahead of No Blush. While Mikla grabbed third.
second swimmer to go under 59 seconds so far.
Heat 13 of 60 now. Vessel, Stewart, Fury, Els, Davidson, Lotta, Clutty, and Lindsay. Now we speak about straight lines. I mean, look at this. Nothing to choose once again amongst many of the swimmers. This looked like swimming. It's the dancing, synchronized swimming with those tumble turns.
The dancing. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be a tight finish. And then lane 5, Caitlin De Lange looking strong. And through in lane 6, Miller Dracopoulos.
Looks like Georgia Els, 58.73, finishing in second place.
And Georgia Els doing extremely well, but grabbing top spot. Kaylin Lotta, 58.54. There's another one. And we had Georgia Els also dipping below that 59. I think what makes it 4 swimmers now?
Yes.
Under 59. Heat 14 of 60 now. Fenter, Kutsia, De Villiers, Nell, De Lange, Dracopoulos, Morris, and Base. 3 heats to go.
Yes, I was actually having a chat with Georgia Nell's coach this morning. Unfortunately, she has some food poisoning, so won't be taking part in this event today.
Oh man, it really is a pity. Such a talent.
Yes, wishing you a speedy recovery, Georgia. Looks like Michaela De Villiers taking it out. 27.13, and we have Caitlin De Lange out in 26.92. I think that's the fastest 50 we've had as yet.
De Villiers going strong, but De Lange, who's it going to be? De Lange or De Villiers? And De Lange holding on, and De Lange staying in front. De Lange will capture the win. Very well done, a 56.03. That is a superb swim from her. Caitlin De Lange with the victory. Michaela De Villiers cramming second, and Dracopoulos finishing in third spot. 2 more heats to come. We spoke about the Indian swimmers yesterday. Chanel, and here we have another one competing over in lane 1. Mana Patel, and the Indian swimmers certainly did light up the pool last night.
Yes, in the distance events.
Yeah. Moving over now. Patel, Midson, Vitamin, Canny, Thompson, Hearn, Robertson, and Straw. This is a biggie. An ultimate heat of the women's 100. Mind again that Olympic qualifying time. Can't see it being challenged in this race. 5:3.61. So another SA record broken yesterday by Erin Gallagher. See what transpires over the course of today.
Amy Canny already taking it out then, 26.67.
Amy Canny doing brilliantly last night in the relays as well. A tremendous athlete, tremendous swimmer. It is Canny out in front, and Canny pulling away. Amy Canny will not be stopped. And she blitzes away to victory. Amy Canny with a 54.88. That is sensational.
Brilliant morning swim there by Amy. All smiles. She's very happy with that.
54.88. And you look at Erin Gallagher's SA record, 54.23. I mean, not much to chew. That is a tremendous swim from Amy Canny. Finishing ahead of Jessica Thompson. Hannah Maton grabbing third position. Now, the final heat of the women's 100 free. Tumi McDonald, Jessica Carmody, Carissa Van Rooyen, Erin Gallagher, Emma Chelius, Lana Jansen, Kate Mayer, Mel van Skalkwyk. Here we go. And Erin Gallagher would have witnessed that swim from Amy Canny. Fresh from her new SA record yesterday.
Yes, Erin's definitely on a high, so I'm sure she's going to be taking it out this morning.
If she makes 2 records in 2 swims.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, well, she holds the SA record once again. 5.423. Saw Canny swimming at 5.466 a couple of seconds ago. And it is Gallagher, one out in front at the turn. 2.647. Erin Gallagher looking exceptionally strong out in the middle. Pulling away nicely. And she will coast home to the victory outside that record time, but that won't bother her. 5.540. So there is the woman of the moment, Erin Gallagher, 5.540. Emma Chelius having second. That was a very good swim from her. And in third spot, Arnie Jansen, 5.728. 5.540. Great swim from Erin Gallagher. But of course, it is a heat. You can expect far faster stuff from her a little later.
Definitely.
And now it's time for the men. First of 20 heats in the men's 100 free. Gqeberha, McCabe, McWilliam, Wills, Fisher, Andrew Phillips, and Gilbert.
Is that the rain coming down? Ooh. Pouring out there.
It is. Thank goodness we're in an indoor pool facility. Fantastic facility here in Gqeberha. Good ears, by the way, Chanel. All I hear is music and swimming. Pushing hard out in lane 2, Tyron McCabe. But firing through is Daniel Fisher. Looking very good as Daniel Fisher. Fisher gets it. 5.774, the man from KZN. Fisher finishing ahead of Willis. Excellent swim from the man from KZN. He2 now. Shoshore, Engelbrecht, Field, Kutzer, Lindeke, Low, Kutzer, and Webb. And as we say that, you see, unfortunately, no swim in lane 4 this time, so no Jaden Kutzer. Unfortunately, Milan Kutzer also not around.
Looks like Andre taking it out in 26.47. Looking incredibly strong.
Lindeke had a good showing yesterday during Monday's swimming action. Engelbrecht
Looks like Corey Webb in lane 8 coming back strong.
Very, very strong. Webb pushing hard, and Webb gets it. Wow. Here's another one for the Western Cape books. What did you make of Western Cape's efforts yesterday?
Obviously very proud of the team. I mean, starting the night off with the 4x100 mixed relay, winning that, and just keeping it going into the other events. But all the provinces are looking incredibly strong. So really looking forward to finals this evening.
Of course, for the uninitiated, my co-commentator Chanel van Wyk, despite her tremendous achievements in the pool as a swimmer, she has gone on to coaching, and she's also wearing her coaching hat on top of her commentator's hat, and coaching out of the Western Cape. So a lot of your swimmers in action over the course of this week.
Yeah, so a lot of multitasking, but loving it, loving every minute of it.
And why wouldn't you? As do the fans around here. As we witness Heat 3 of 20, Mac William, Van Vondel, Venter, Koos, for Beck, Kassebaum, Strauss, and Holzhausen. Good start there from Kassebaum. Venter looking strong. Challenged well by Mac William. Nice comeback in lane 7.
Joel Strauss.
Joel Strauss grabs it. 56.09. So another man swimming out of Tshwane, Joel Strauss. 56.
0-0.
On the dot. Very nicely done. And the SA record set by Lyndon Ferns. Of course, part of that awesome foursome from Athens. 47.79, set in 2009. Heat 4. Wooten, Niemand, Wiggett, Forbes, Foot, De Wit, Bestal, and Rolfie. Out of the box is Wiggett.
Yes, it is. Wiggett out in 26.65.
Slightly ahead of the pack. And that could be whittled down very, very quickly. We've seen plenty of late finishes here. Strong finishes, should I say. Wiggett still holding on.
Looks like Aiden Foot giving him a run here at the end.
And he said he does. He doesn't go.
Got there.
It does. Aiden Foot. What a comeback from him.
55.61. Wiggett 55.81 in second.
Nathan Wooten collecting third spot. 56.04. Time for Heat 5. Pretorius, Landman, Makamu, Cooks, Fortma, Van Krenen, Torricelli, and Basson. Extremely fast start there from Armand Landman over in lane 2.
Half a body length ahead.
That is a brilliant start from him, making the turn at 25.42. Can he keep that pace? So Landman being challenged out in lane 1. Nicholas Pretorius from the Eastern Cape. There's a lovely battle on the go between those two. Pretorius fighting hard.
And there's nothing in it. Looks like Nicholas.
And he gets it. And what a win for the locals. man from the Eastern Cape, Nicholas Pretorius, 54.78. That was a nice little finish.
Yes, I'm sure he's going to be very happy with that, coming in with an entry time of 56. Now going 54.
Moving over to heat 6. Holland, Newman, Fry, Hatton, Haylock, Klingbeil, Hickman, and Alebras.
Looks like Gustav in lane 6 off to a very good start.
Klingbeil certainly looking good. So pretty much half the body in front.
With Newman in second, 26.6.
As we say that, look in those outsiders, lanes 1 and 2. Also looking strong, Holland and Newman.
15 meters to go.
And Callan Holland surging well. What's it going to be? It is Callan Holland over in lane 1. Another outsider grabbing it. That's 2 in a row. Victors for lane 1. Nicholas Pretorius doing the business in the previous heat. Now Callan Holland repeating the feat. 5.547.
So we're on to heat 7. Krobler, Staines, Viljoen, Hugo, Van Rooyen, Peterson, Emsley and Albertine.
Unbelievable, just having a look at the rain outside. It is absolutely pouring here in Gqeberha. So what a better place to be than indoors in a massive pool watching great swimming action.
I think it's time for some hot chocolate.
I'll sort you out, Nana. Good start from Jaden Staines over in lane 2. Anthony Peterson looking good over in lane 6. Staines and Peterson looks to be the battle. And as I say that, Peterson pulling away brilliantly.
5 meters to go, convincing lead.
That is
53.64.
That is a fantastic race from Anthony Peterson. Also the man from Tshwane.
The athletes have really brought their A game this morning.
And of course, you know, people look at it, they go, well, it's heats. You really just want to make sure to qualify for those finals. But given the amount of races, you really can't take a chance. You can't take your foot at the pedal at all.
Correct. There's 20 heats, so you need to get that fast time on the board.
Time for the 8th heat of the men's 100 free. Zhang, Bullenschlager, Mini, Hopkins, DeVal, De Villiers, Pinoff, and Cameron. The first at the turn.
Looks like Tim Hopkins. 26.04.
And Joshua Young looking very strong too. Over in lane 1, another Eastern Caper flying the flag. Young looking very strong. And this is going to be a nice little battle between himself and Hopkins. And Hopkins now going strong. As is lane 8, but it is Tim Hopkins. 5.464.
it was a tie. Look at that. Between Tim Hopkin and Jack Cameron. 54-64.
Wow, that's the first one we've had
Yes.
at this meet. So early in the competition, we've already got a dead set. First place for two swimmers. Congrats to Jack Cameron. Joining Tim Hopkins at the top. And you called it as well as you saw that finish. You said, look over at lane 8. That's exactly what transpired. A fantastic end to his swim from Jack Cameron. As we move over to Heat 9, Gala Engelbrecht, Sistanich, Piha, McKay, Foster, Ferreira, and Dutoy. Good start from Bilbert Foster, Northwest.
Looks like the center lanes are fighting it out.
A nice battle between them.
Foster and McKay.
Pulling away now, Engelbrecht looking strong in lane 2, and Engelbrecht will get it. 5-4-7-2.
Dylan in second, 55-10.
Xander the toy, nice swim from him. Back to double figures with the heats. Heat 10, men's 100 free. Locke, Vince Birkins, Scheffer, Skippers, Favut, West, Deng, and Wright. Good start from Locke, out in lane 1. Losing his lead fairly quickly. Hi, Vince Birkin. This race so far from him. Over in lane 2. Vince Birkin. Challenged from his outside. And Connor Locke making a comeback. Vince Birkin holding on though. And it will be Vince Birkin to grab the win. 5-4, 3-2. Time for Heat 11. Mklanga through Bromfield, Albert, Smith, Mann, and Luntman. Very quick start from all the competitors. Looking good in lane 6. Chris Smith. We saw Chris Smith doing very well yesterday as well, back in the pool today. Amazing the amount of different disciplines these swimmers do take part in. You missed it yesterday. Thanks to my colleague Chanel. Said at one meet, she did 10 different races over the course of, what was it, 5 days?
Yes.
5 days. Astounding.
Ooh, looks like outside smoke in lane 8. Luntman coming back very strong.
Will it be Luntman? I think it is. It is. Ramon Luntman, 5-3, 3-7. The man from Tshwane.
Ruben Smith in second, 53-66. And Alberts in third from Limpopo, 54-28.
And we head into Heat 12 of 20 in the men's 100 free. Gomez, Berger, Minderen, Rademacher, Gomez, Raymond, van der Linde, and Bradshaw. Bryce Minderen also looked very good in the pool yesterday, well supported by the locals. Big future ahead. Bryce Minderen, just 17 years of age.
Coming down to a straight line with 25 meters to go.
Yeah, anybody's race right now.
Looks like lane 8 again.
Jordan Bradshaw looking very strong. And he does the job. Jordan Bradshaw will be ecstatic with that performance.
53.50.
Janko Rademacher was second spot. Chase Raymond collecting third. Another smoker.
It looks like lane 8's the lucky lane today.
Time for heat 13. Now once again the time's getting considerably quicker. Also the names getting more recognizable. Erasmus, Awi, Bornman, Randall, Egger, Volmerans, Bagley, and Billings.
Looks like Aiden Borman out first in 24.92.
Bornman with that terrific start. He is well clear. This
seems to be getting stronger and stronger as the 100 freestyle continues.
Yeah, almost a full body length clear of the pack. There'll be no stopping him. Nice little comeback over in lane 5, but certainly too little too late as Aiden Bornman collects. Wow. Is that the first under 53?
Correct. 52.34. We have Declan in second, 53.26, and Matthew Randall in third.
Bornman, 19 years of age, also another Tshwane swimmer. You mentioned it yesterday, something in the water over there. What they're doing is absolutely incredible and unmistakable gold caps. The Barberton Daisy, very prominent. E14, Moncherry, Thomas, Ralphie, Lowe, Van Heerden, Luss, Clearter, and Rickett. Moncherry out in lane 1, leading the way. Very, very good swimming from Adam Moncherry. Moncherry tested, but Moncherry is tested. Henry Lowe grabbing the win. Oh, it was a tie. 2 P1s. Henry Lowe just touching Adam Moncherry. Another tie. 52.84s for both swimmers.
Great to see Henry competing in the 100 freestyle, also known as a very good open water swimmer. So this will definitely be a fun one for him.
As we head into heat 15, Lotta, Sutcliffe, Good Duck, Wolfart, Gqeberha, Truta, Bryce, and Pretorius. Good Duck, the swimmer from India, gold medalist last night.
from a 1500 to 100. Completely different strategies.
So swimming over in lane 3, went into this with a 53.45. Benjamin Rourke looking good as well.
Looks like Gqeberha Strutter in lane 6.
Lane 6. It is lane 6. Gqeberha Strutter looking very, very good. A very good victory for Gqeberha. He was involved yesterday in the mixed relay. And continuing his great form, a 52.50. Heat 16. Five more heats to go, and the men 100 free. From lanes 1 to 8, Friend, Stain, Troer, Groenewald, Dredge, Etzelt, Kasani, and Van Heerden. Daniel Friend, slightly ahead of Stefan Stain. Groenewald in lane 4. In third spot for now. Must battle in those lanes 1 and 2 between Friend and Stain. Stain slightly ahead. Stain staying ahead.
6 and 7 coming back strong.
Oh. And that was Cameron Casali coming through at the end. Tremendous finish from 6 and 7. And Cameron Casali doing the job. 5-2, 5-3 for the swimmer from Tshwane. Four to go. In Gqeberha. Dometer, Russ, Van der Merwe, Potgieter, Van Beek, Norkia, Wimble, and Pretorius. Nice fast start from Van Beek.
Also out there in second position, 25-23.
This is going to be a very, very tight finish. Van der Merwe, it's anybody's, it could be anyone, and this time that anyone is...
Like it's Van Beek, 52.71.
Adrian van Beek. What a swim from him. Grabbing victory just ahead of Vickers Potgieter. And Donna van der Merwe, there was a tie for second. Gee, plenty of ties.
Ties are coming out thick and fast today.
The third last heat of the men's 100. 100 free.
Gladwell, Van Rensburg, Ross, Ndebele, Lottering, Naidu, Holshausen, and Stradom. Great to see Kobe back in South Africa. I know he trains over in America, Texas. Off to a great start, 24-10.
Kobe Ndebele leading the way. Young man from KZN, 21 years of age, back in SA. Can he hold on to that top spot?
Lottering and Ross coming back strong.
Ross being challenged well. In the belly!
Looks like Ricky got it.
Whoa.
Lottering 50.69. Ndebele in second, 50.72. And Ross in third, 51.01.
What an incredible finish there from Ricky Lottering. Flying through at the death.
Split between first and second.
Wow. And there's a perfect example. I know you were saying to me yesterday with the importance of the touch. Oh, that was a tremendous swim and a tremendous finish from Ricky Lottering as we go into massive names. Olivia, Kriya, Leclos, Kutsa, Brooks, Sates, Estazen, and Godfrey. This is huge.
Looks like Guy Brooks out first, 23.73. Then we have Leclos, 24.60, and Peter, 24.10.
You can hear the cheers. Plenty of eyes on this race. Some massive names in the pool. Leclos, Kutsa, Brooks. Plenty of Olympians in action. Who's going to take it through? Coming through in lane 5. Who grabs it? Lane 4. It is Guy Brooks coming through. Guy Brooks. Wow. What a swim from him. A 4.964 for Guy Brooks. Finishing ahead of Peter Kutsia. Chad Leclos grabbing third spot. 5.047. What do you make of that swim?
Brilliant swim by the gents. Peter coming back very strong that last 10 meters.
As we move over to the final heat of the men's 100 free. Altman, Van Rienen, Malhaba, Jimmy, Merlov, Goddard, Dos Santos, and Paul Jones. Nice start from Van Rienen.
Clayton also off the flyer in lane 4.
Clayton looking very strong.
First time in the water these nationals. Let's see what he can do.
So first to turn, it is Clayton Jimmy, just ahead of Malhaba.
Alton at 23.76. That's the first fastest 50 we've had so far.
Clayton Jimmy still out in front. Nice efforts from Altman in the outside lane. But Clayton Jimmy, there'll be no stopping him.
Chris coming back strong in lane 5.
Clayton Jimmy just holding on. That was a tremendous finish from Chris Merlov. But Clayton Jimmy grabbing the win. A 50.79.
Just check out for Saudi.
So, that wraps up the men's 100 free heats. We'll be moving on to multi-class now, as our athletes look to qualify for the Paralympics for the first time at this meet. Moving over to the multi-class competitors here at Newton Park Swimming Pool. The first time we're seeing them in action, Chanel.
Yes, really looking forward to this 100 meters backstroke. So it looks like we're having a combined heat here.
Yeah, we've got S14, S15, JP Null and Eli Lawrence. S1 and S13, Zwane, Sadie, Hendricks, Moss, and Nienaber. The men's S14, S15, S1 and S13. And of course, a hallmark of events like this is that because it's multi-class, different classes competing, so you could have a swimmer, say, finishing third or fourth, but he's competing in his own class, and he'll be looking to set a certain time in order to qualify for those Paralympics.
Yes, so as you just said, this is an Olympic qualifying event for these athletes. So I know in the S7 category, they're looking for a time of 1:15.74. So also chatting to Coach Theo, these athletes are very close to getting that time.
So watch closely. There could be a couple of qualifying times set in the different categories. Western Cape well represented once again. Christian Sadi, and what a swimmer. He really has done exceptionally well in the last couple of years.
Yes, so Nathan Hendricks is looking for a time of 1:03.08 to get that qualification time. Matthew Moss, 1:06.30. Wishing these gentlemen all the best for this race. And they off.
You've just joined us. We just said goodbye to the 100 free heats, and we head over to the multi-class here in Gqeberha. Men's 100 backstroke, S14, S15, S1, and S13. And worth reiterating once again, there are races within this race, given the amount of classes in action.
And Nathan Hendricks in the lead, 30.88. So he's looking for a time of 1:03.08. So he's definitely on track to making that time.
So Nathan Hendricks from Mpumalanga. And it's tremendous to see the tactics used in order to allow him to know when to turn. As Nathan Hendricks coming through. Very quick time from him. And he touches in 1:04.21.
Just missing out on that qualification, but bettering his entry time of 1:06.78.
So having a look at the remaining times, of course, they're just racing against the clock, not necessarily each other. As we see Eli Lawrence coming through now. And over in lane 2, Gqeberha Zwane. And there are confirmation of those times.
So these athletes will have another opportunity to compete in the final tonight. So hopefully we'll get that Paralympic qualification time.
Well, just looking at those times, I mean, there was little in it for many of those swimmers, just missing out on those times. And as you say, returning a little later this evening, they'll have another bite at the cherry. Some very good swims from the gents as we move over now to the women's 100 backstroke. Multi-class events once again. We've got S1, S13. Nikita Douglas, Jonica Krickler, and Melissa Everson. Janica Krickler, qualification time definitely within sight. 1:14.43 is what she'll be looking to achieve, swimming out of lane 4. Swimmer from the Western Cape. Continue speaking about the atmosphere here, despite the rain outside. Music pumping. It really is electric in here. We already saw one SA record broken. Let's have a prediction from you, Chanel.
Why are you always putting me on the spot?
Because I like to do it. How many records are going to fall over the course of this week?
Why don't you give me a prediction?
Because I asked you.
Why don't you give
Because
me
I
a
asked,
prediction?
you can't answer a question with a question. Off camera, she's busy showing her hands up to me saying 28.
Do I have 28 fingers?
Had to take your shoes off too. Okay. And going very strong. Here's Janica Krickler. At time once again, she was looking to achieve 1:14.43, and she'll be out of that, unfortunately. But plenty of time in which to have another crack at it as Miss Gqeberha comes through from KZN. Peter Douglas finishing up the 3 competitors. And we now move over to an event that is very close to your heart.
Yes, my favorite, 200 fly.
How
Oh,
exciting.
One of my favorite.
You say yesterday it was. Oh, I convinced you otherwise at the end with the relay. 200 fly heats. The women in action. Van Skalkwijk, Stewart, Wessels, Kutsia, Shudery, Jacob, Swanepoel and Skulls. And today Kutsia collecting gold yesterday evening. An exceptional swim.
In that 800 meter freestyle.
Switching strokes over to Butterfly. We keep an eye on her over in lane 1, the 21-year-old. Swimming out of Tshwane. Another gold swimming cap. Surprise, surprise. And a strong start once again from Danae Kutsia. Looking at time coming into this 2:17.21, well quicker than her peers. And look at her opening up a massive gap already at the midway stage of this race. And at the halfway stage, 1:04.46 for Danae Kutsia.
Looking controlled, very comfortable swim there by Dune. We have 3 ladies battling for 2nd and 3rd place.
So 1 lap to go for the competitors. Danae Kutsia well out in front, 1:39.14 at her final turn. The record held by Catherine Meeklem. And Danae Kutsia powering her way to victory in this heat. doing so in a time of 2:14.40. She'll be happy with that effort, having no problem heading through in the battle for second. The battle is won by Chaudhary over in lane 5. And that is our Indian competitor. And I think it was Moroni Jacobs who captured third. And it was, no, could see it. Chaudhary and Jacobs, the top 3. So just a few races left of the morning heats. This is the final of the women's 200 butterfly, final heat, before we move over to the men's. There's going to be some cracking battles there too. One shot here. Coast, Finas, Moat, Hearn, McMorrin, Antonopoulos, Mahobele, and Roman. How's this going to play out, Chanel?
It's a morning swim. I mean, so I think everybody kind of has different strategies. Are you going for a good time in the morning? Are you just trying to make it final? Because I know turn and fly is quite strenuating on the body. So, depends on your strategy.
It's also wholly different from what we saw with the 100 free, because we had so many heats. You really couldn't take a chance. Yeah, only 2 heats. Put in a pretty good time and almost certain of making that a final.
Correct. So, I mean, if you're finishing top 2 in your heat, you should definitely be making the final.
Nice first half for lanes 3 and 5, Moats and McMorrin.
Will you be happy to be our guest for the float? Thank you.
Girls are looking very comfortable. Looks like Lee with a slight lead.
So with 1 lap to go, Lee McMorrin out in front, 1:43.66. Just under 2 seconds clear of her closest challenger, but that will change fairly quickly as we see Anya Finas trying to make her presence felt from Zimbabwe. Nice little comeback from Anya Finas. And Finas.
Yes, and lane 2 coming back very strong with 5 meters to go.
And as we say that, McMorrin coming back strong. Who's going to take it? It is Anya Finas. Just ahead of McMorrin. Trinity Hearn grabbing third. Wow. That was exceptionally close. Lovely comeback out in lane 2 from the Zimbabwean Anya Finas. Of course, Zimbabwe having produced a number of great swimmers over the years. And top, of course, being the legendary Kirsty Coventry. As we now move over to the men's 200 fly. 5 heats taking to the pool. Start out in lane 3 from Janko Krobler up against Pierre Daniel Jacobs and Kellen Jones. A tremendous effort so far at the midway stage from Gqeberha, leading the way. 103.23 at the turn. And he is just under 3 seconds clear of Kellen Jones. Jacobs in third position. He's well ahead of the chasing pack. Gqeberha up against two Eastern Capers in Jacobs and Jones. It's interesting to see Eastern Cape having been rebranded somewhat as Eastern Cape Buffalo City. Of course, taking in East London into account. And Gqeberha was holding on to that lead, but there's a nice little comeback coming through from Jones.
Coming back incredibly strong.
Ooh, look at this finish. But Gqeberha had done enough up front to grab the win. Moving over now to heat 2. Neil Berger not in action. But we do have Norton, Gqeberha, close right, and McWilliam.
Perfect. There's a lane for you.
I'll see you shortly.
You can organize the costume. We've got this.
What do you mean organize? I've got it already.
Okay.
I came prepared. One lap down in this, the second men's 200 fly.
Keegan Wright taking it out in 29.61.
So heading through to the midway stage of this men's 200 fly heat. Thank you very much to cameraman extraordinaire Raymond Hapst, who's doubling up as coffee delivery man.
Bringing us the goods.
Yep. And while needed in this pouring rain in Gqeberha. So good effort so far from Keegan Wright. Out in lane 6, the Western Caper. And he's well clear so far. But of course, as we saw in the previous race, that can be whittled down in a matter of meters.
Yes, Tibet in second and Trent in third so far. It's all about this last 50. Who wants it the most?
Keegan Wright leading the way. And he'll have no problems in wrapping up the victory in this heat. Keegan Wright going through. Nice effort.
Wow.
The Met Coast grabbing second, Gqeberha in third spot. Looking at that quickest time, 1:52.96, Chandler Clove, set in 2012. Who can ever forget? We're moving over now to the third of 5 in the men's 200 fly. Corneille Leroux, Juan Boshoff, Benjamin Plattner, Tylee Pearson, Ross Hardigan, Dylan Wright, Gabriel West, and Tingwei Deng. As the times get a lot quicker, and looking at those seeding times, Pearson having been able to dip below the 2-minute mark. How's your coffee?
Warming up my body. Really good. I'm generally a black coffee drinker, so
Yeah.
not really good with milk, but this is good.
Did Ray get you milk?
Yeah.
I'll have a word with him. It's unexceptional.
Looks like Benjamin Plattner out first, 59.40. It's great to see Ty Pearson back in the pool. Recently relocated down to Tux with Coach Rocco.
And Benjamin Plattner not wasting any time. He's on a mission. Plattner gets to the turn first. As you can see, as others are gaining on him very, very quickly, the likes of Pearson and Wright. This is going to be a great finish. And Plattner, as I say that, looking to pull away.
Wright coming back very strong on this last 50.
Now watch out for Dylan Wright. Looking good in lane 6. But Plattner, I don't think he'll be caught. And Wright doing well, but it is Plattner with the win. 4-4-4-4.
Wright and Pearson in third.
So, a big one coming up. Penultimate heat of the men's 200 fly. Stephen Viljoen, Guy Vessels, Bikram Chiangmai, Chad Leclos, Brandon Chapman, Jordan Eaton, Adrian Mostert, and Nick Trower. So how do you see this one unfolding, Chanel?
Well, we have the most decorated South African and African athlete swimming in lane 4.
Yeah, not a bad call if you want to keep your eye on lane 4.
I think the question is, will we see the 2.0 or will we see Chad this morning?
So that is the question. Chad Leclos up against the likes of Chiangmai, Chapman, Vessels, Viljoen, Eaton, Mostert, and Trower. At the Olympic qualifying time, 1:55.78.
Looking very comfortable in the first 50.
Making the turn in first position, 26.73. Plenty of eyes on him, plenty of eyes on this race. Looking very strong. He came through a little earlier, had a long chat with you regarding his mission for today.
Yes, keeping the stroke nice and long, really working those underwater works.
So Chad being challenged by Brandon Chapman on his outside the Eastern Caper. But there's the man in question. Chad Leclos, Olympic gold medalist. As Chanel mentioned, the most decorated African in Olympic history. So, still a tight battle with 1 lane to go. Leclos. And this, of course, is his strength. A great finisher. How's his time looking there, Chanel?
Looking extremely comfortable, so I think he just wants to go for the win.
And he'll have no problem in doing exactly that. And Chad Leclos having no problem in grabbing the win. and doing so in a 2:03.04. Vikram Changmai from India, 2:06.23 for him. And a good swim from Brandon Chapman. Fell away a little bit towards the end. It's nice to say that I kept Chad Leclerc busy for 3 laps. And Brandon Chapman grabbing second spot. Vikram Changmai with a 3rd place finish. And there is the man of the minute, Chad Leclerc. No problem in capturing the win as we move over to the final heat of the men's 200 fly. Jaden Kutzer, Robert Hendricks, Liam Vierby, Matthew Sates, Henju Gqeberha, Chris Mikulov, Ethan Bailey, and George Alevras. That was a great earlier men's 200.
Yes, look very comfortable. So hopefully looking forward to the evening.
One lap in this, the final men's 200 fly heat. Matthew Sates out in front. Okay. So at the turn, Matthew Sates ahead, 5.791 ahead of Robert Hendricks. Sates, also a fellow Olympian. Remember that Olympic qualifying time, 1:55.78. So with 1 lap to go, it is Matthew Sates out in front, 1:29.86. Gqeberha keeping him honest. Liam Vierby in 3rd spot. And this is a tremendous finish from Matt Sates. And he'll cruise to the win. Matthew Sates with the victory and finishing ahead of Henju Gqeberha. 2:02.13 from Sates. I say Gqeberha, and it was Liam Vierby coming through at the end. 2:06.59. Vierby, a terrific last lap from him. And that wraps up the men's 200 fly heats. We'll see them a little later, just with a few more races to go in the morning heats. Making her return to the commentary box, Chanel, because you had a nice little conversation with Chad there.
Yeah, possibly.
What did he have to say? Just asking how the weather is.
Why are you always giving my game away? No, just chatting about the race, seeing how he's feeling, looking good, feeling good, doing good.
And what did he make of his heat?
Very comfortable swim. Said he felt good, so just a rush to put the suits on in between the 100 free and 200 fly. He didn't realize it was going to be that quick, but yeah, good.
And there you have it, the insider scoop from Chanel. And as we move over to Multiclass action once again. It is the men's 50-meter breaststroke. This is S14, S15, as well as S1, S13. We'll have 3 competitors in the pool. Eli Lawrence, Gqeberha Tamarana, and Mpo Mganye. Eli Lawrence, also a man who had a quick transition between events, swimming a little earlier. So this is going to be a quick one. Men's 50 breaststroke, S14, S15, S1, S13.
And they off.
So this is the penultimate heat of the morning session. Great to see fans having made their way up to watch the action unfold. And this is a tremendous swim.
Let's start by Gqeberha.
Gqeberha Tamarana going through and doing so in a time of 35.85 for Tamarana.
I'm sure he'll be very happy with that morning swim and getting another opportunity in the afternoon for the finals.
It's closely followed by Manganya and Eli Lawrence. But Gqeberha Tamarana with that 35.85 50-meter breaststroke swim as we move over to the final race of the morning, the women's 50-meter breaststroke, S14, S15, S1, S13. Kate Elwood. Kat Swanepoel, Jonica Krickler, Danica Venka, Alani Ferreira, Ivana Venka, and Nikita Douglas. So we continue speaking about the efforts of Kat Swanepoel. She really has been absolutely exceptional. He reaches height after height after height here in the course of the last couple of years. The women's 50-meter breaststroke, Elwood, Swanepoel, Krickler, Venka, Ferreira, Venka, and Douglas. And a lovely effort in lane 4. Danica Venka, Alani Ferreira, and in lane 2, getting through, Kat Swanepoel, and she touches through 59.12. That is just exceptional from Kat Swanepoel. Well clear. Yet another terrific swim from Kat. And that wraps up the swimming for the morning here at Newton Park Swimming Pool. The heat's done and dusted on day 2 of the SA National Swimming Championships. Really was some great action taking place. likes of Chad Leclos, Matt Sates, Aaron Gallagher, doing a great job. And remember, if you're on the area, a little later this evening will be the finals. The action getting underway at 6 p.m. From the commentary desk, it's goodbye from me. However, let's have one final goodbye from Crystal Arnold and Chanel van Wyk.
Well, what a session we've had. So much excitement in there. Christian Sadi, one of the highlights with his 1:15.14. I mean, within that mark in the S7 class. Chanel's been watching all of the action. Your top highlights from these heats?
Yes, definitely. Christian's race was one of the highlights, but all the multi-class events, they are so close to that Paralympic qualifying time, so I'm really rooting for them this evening. Men's 200 fly, Matthew Chad, definitely a great battle for the evening. Yes, looking great.
Chatted to Christian's coach just as he finished his race, and he said, go even faster tonight, so lots to look forward to. Chad Leclos, let's talk about him because he's on a mission. You know, he wants to be the athlete who is the greatest athlete South Africa's ever had, and one would say he's already had such a decorated career. What is his outlook for these nationals?
Well, just racing fast. I think that's for everybody, every single athlete that's here. So 100 free, 200 fly, that's what he swam this morning. Just looking good, feeling good from my point of view. Yes, happy with his performances so far, so hopefully we can go even faster tonight.
Such a quick turnaround between the two events. And when we look at the Olympic qualifying time for that, I mean, that will be such a marker for every swimmer that's competing in the finals tonight.
Yes, so I think everybody's goal for tonight is either getting that Olympic A qualifying time and also getting that Paralympic qualifying time. So we're starting with the 100 meters freestyle. Peter, Chad, I think definitely going to be a great duel. As we said, Christian coming up after that. Kat Swanepoel, also very close to that qualifying time. So really looking forward to finals tonight.
Last one, just from you, Chanel. I just want to know your thoughts on the fact that qualifying times are so much faster for Paris 2024 than they were for Tokyo 2020. What does that say about maybe where the swimmers are taking the sport of swimming and evolving it?
No, definitely. I think every single year the sport is just evolving so much, whether it's about nutrition, recovery, but just racing strategies too. So every single year sport is getting faster and faster. I'm just excited to be a part of this journey and looking forward to great things from Swimming South Africa.
And even more great things come tonight. Thanks for joining us for this session. We'll be back with finals a bit later and hope you can join us then to see all of the action.
400 meters freestyle. Last 5 meters.